Mega Evolution is finally back. Arceus heard our prayers. Pokemon Legends ZA brings back a mechanic we've been begging for since 2013. I'm diving in completely blind and I can't wait to see what this adventure has in store. It all begins at Lumiose Tower glowing like it's about to explode, so totally normal stuff. Then we arrive at Lumiose City, where we meet a young trainer named Tawny, and she has a Chikorita, Tepig, and a Totodile. She gives us a warm welcome right until our bag's stolen by a little gremlin Pancham. So we chase it down to its trainers, and instead of calling the cops, we're just gonna battle. She lends us Totodile, and we're introduced to the game's new mechanics. Real-time battling, where we have to dodge, reposition, and hit combos. It's amazing. We tackle Pancham to the ground and get our stuff back. Right as night falls, a battle zone activates, and we're suddenly surrounded by some pretty strong trainers here, until a mysterious floet floats down, then almost nukes half the city with Light of Ruin, but at least it scared off the trainers. We're taken to the local hotel, where we meet its trainer AZ. We spend the night there and meet another hotel guest named Lita. Suddenly Tawny challenges us to a friendly Pokemon battle, with Totodile barely winning because it was a 2v1. Afterward, we explore our first wild zone and catch some early game Pokemon. Then we meet Professor Mabel, who gives us different research tasks, and she'll reward us with TMs. Later, another hotel guest named Neve gives us a hat that I immediately remove because this does not look good at all. Night falls once more and the battle zone returns. And the coolest mechanic with random trainer battles now, we can sneak attack them and absolutely destroy them before the battle even starts. And I definitely abused this. Our first promotion match is against a taxi driver. Slowpoke nearly wipes half our team, with his Pidgey almost beating Bunnelby, with his final Pokemon being a Pikachu. But despite being paralyzed and beat up, Bunnelby clutches with a mud shot for our first promotion win. Next day, we explore Wild Zone 2, evolve Weedle into Beedrill, and help Detective Emma with some side quests. And one of them included us fighting an Alpha Bunnelby. And you might think, what makes this an Alpha? It knows Earth Power and almost wipes us out. But we're able to beat it and catch it and add it to the squad. Emma battles us briefly where we show off our new Alpha Bunnelby. So in response, she shows us Mega Evolution, with Ampharos Mega Evolving right in front of us. And let me say, it's so good to see this back. Thanks to some quick evolutions, we win another promotion match. And so far, we're on a winning streak, until we met that Alpha Houndoom. And man, that thing was something else. So we stay out of that wild zone forever, but we were able to beat and catch an Alpha Whirlipede, only after running away from it once. After our next promotion match, Zygarde appears and we chase it throughout the city until it leads us to a mysterious Absol. We're told it's a rogue Mega and are given a Lucario and a Mega Stone to combat it. Suddenly it puts us in an arena and it Mega Evolves into a giant Mega Absol. But once we Mega Evolved and launched Aura Spheres and Bullet Punches at it, it went down. As a reward, we get the Mega Stone and Absol joins the team. The next day, Tawny challenges us to a Mega battle. Her Mega Manectrix versus our Mega Absol. We open up with a Night Slash into a normal Slash, and with our health advantage, a quick attack seals the deal. She wants to meet us at the Quasartis building, but first, we try to catch a Gibble, only to get chased out by Alpha Crocorock. At the building, we are met with the security, a couple of Dedennes. I mean, shoot, at least get Pikachu to guard the building before you get Dedenne. After we get rid of those mice, the CEO's secretary Vinny asks for our help with the Rogue Mega problem, but first needs to test us. And of course, it's a battle, but not any battle. If we win this, we get launched all the way up to F rank, so we spared no expense on this one. Evolving our Roselia to Roserade, Whirlipede to Scolipede, and finally our Croconaut to Feraligatr. He leads with Houndoom with Aqua Jet, destroying it instantly. Sharpedo falls to a Giga Drain, and Baneri, I don't know why you threw Baneri out here, with his final Pokemon being Mega Drampa. Despite it blasting us with Twister and Icy Wing, Feraligatr's Ice Fang ends the fight, and we officially super rank all the way up to F. And now that we're a bit stronger, it's time for some revenge against that Alpha Hound dude. We win, with only half our team getting wiped, but a win's a win. And let me know in the comments if you ever had trouble fighting this thing. Back at the hotel, Vinny calls us for backup with dealing with a new set of rogue Mega Pokemon. Mega Camerat, Mega Slowbro, and Mega Victory Bell. But before we head out, AZ gives us a Mega Stone for Feraligatr. And it's time to test it out against Mega Camerat. Despite it exploding like a walking volcano, Feraligatr cools it down with a series of Aqua Jets. Mega Victory Bell obviously has the type advantage, but we have a secret surprise for it. Before we went out, Professor Mayville gave us a little gift, a Charmander. Obviously we trained it up and now we can have Mega Charizard X on our side, cooking it with a lot of fire punches. But Mega Slowbro was the real threat, because despite its looks, it started spamming these water tornadoes, destroying our Mega Absol, and we barely took it down. Once we return, Zygarde appears and challenges us to a battle, but it's in its dog form, so Mega Charizard X defeats it with Dragon Claw. Before it leaves, we're given a strange pebble, and a mysterious man named L appears saying that Zygarde sees us as a worthy trainer to fight by its side. With that out of the way, we learn that our next opponent is Naveed's favorite streamer, Canary. But the only way we can face her is winning a pop quiz tournament, and Naveed agrees to help, only if we can beat him in a Pokemon battle. But he has no Mega Pokemon, so we flatten him quickly. With his help, we quickly breeze through the quiz, but then we arrive at her location and her grandfather, Terragon, challenges us instead. His ground types aren't much to Roserade's Giga Drain until he sends out Mega Excadrill, and its X-Scissors tear right through Roserade. So now it's time to counter with a Mega of our own, Feraligatr. With the Aqua Jet along with a Liquidation, it's washed out. Then suddenly he reveals he was posing as her hologram the whole time, and that this final battle was the real test. So we finally get to meet the real Canary, who is sitting in her stream room in full gamer mode. We battle and her team collapses to Roserade until she brings out her Mega Electos, and its firepower is so high that it destroys half of our team, until we bring out our tanky Ampharos that's able to finish this battle with a dazzling gleam, promoting us to the next rank. We slow things down by taking on a bunch of side quests, battling, trading, shiny hunting, and catching Pokemon. For our biggest win, adding Gibble to the team. Then Vinny informs us of more rogue Mega evolutions. Mega Beedrill and Mega Hawlucha get demolished by Mega Charizard and Mega Feraligatr, but this Mega Bayonet was a nightmare, spamming Double Team, Confuse Ray, Shadow Ball, and launching a flurry of Shadow Claws, almost knocking us out, until we barely scraped up a win. Our next promotion matchup opponent is Ivor, leader of the Fighting Dojo, but he can't battle because he's looking for his sister, and she's the one who scheduled his promotion matches. So with the help of Detective Emma, we start searching, leading us back to Canary, who refuses to talk unless we battle her again. Roserade sweeps the team until her Mega Electros comes out, so we counter with Mega Beedrill and takes it down with a Swords Dance boosted Poison Jab. With the lead secure, we head down to the sewers, which is blocked by this massive lock. But forget using Pokemon, we're using our fist here. Inside we find his sister, who of course demands a battle from us. Mega Absol slices through her team, including her new Mega Chandelure, which looks pretty awesome. With her defeated, it's time to face Ivor. Feraligatr goes up, demolishing Heracross, but with Medichamp's Thunder Punch we swap to Ampharos, that flashes his Thunderbolt and some dazzling gleams. Machamp bulks up and crushes Ampharos with Brick Break, but Charizard avenges it with a Fire Punch into a Dragon Rush. Ivor's final Pokemon is Mega Phalanx, and it immediately uses No Retreat, boosting every stat it has. Then it proceeds to tear through our team until Scolipede lands a beautiful Poison Jab to end it. And even though that battle was terrifying with the Omni boosted Mega Phalanx, we rank up once more. The next day, we get a mysterious call from an unknown number telling us to head to the Rust Syndicate building. But before we get inside, the VP Felipe blocks our path and demands a battle. Feraligatr wipes out Steelix with Liquidation, Charizard melts Scizor with Fire Punch, but then he throws out Mega Skymarine, and this thing looks awesome. But we answer back with Mega Charizard X blasting out the sky with a boosted Fire Punch and Thunder Punch. Finally, we meet the boss, Corbeau. And turns out, our friend Tawny here took out $1 million Poké-Dollar loan with insane interest, all to film a promo video for the hotel. What was she thinking? Corbeau offers us a deal. We help him with some odd jobs around the city, and he'll help a little with the debt. Back at the hotel after roasting Tawny, we get word of new rogue Megas. First, Mega Ampharos, but the hollow elevator to it is broken, until Ivo's sister Gwen comes in to help. But first, she wants a battle, and we give her a battle. The same battle with Mega Absol sweeping her whole team. She fixes the elevator by removing a little fan stump. Mega Ampharos gets shredded by Mega Beedrill's Drill Run, and Charizard's Dragon Rushes. Our next target, Mega Mawile, fires off a bunch of homing energy balls that after a certain point got super insane. Luckily, Charizard was there to melt it down, but the last rogue we had to face was terrifying, Mega Barbaracle. Mega Feraligatr starts out strong with Liquidations and Aqua Jets, but this thing went full JoJo's mode on us, unleashing a rapid fire combo that knocks our character out cold, and it happened so fast we couldn't react. So in round 2, we keep our distance away from those fists and eventually beat it. Then Corbeau calls us for our assignments, which actually turn out to be random city tasks that feel more like community service than nefarious labor. We do so well that he actually is impressed with us and wants to battle us now. And just as luck has it, our next promotion opponent is him. With the stage set, it's time to battle. Arbok's frozen by Feraligatr's Ice Fang. We burn down Roserade with Charizard's Fire Punch. Gyarados gets obliterated by Ampharos' Thunderbolt. Then he unleashes his ace, Mega Scolipede, that demolishes both Ampharos and Beedrill with Earthquake. But we had a secret ace of our own, Mega Garchomp. With its monstrous attack stat, it slashes right through Mega Scolipede and wins us a rank up. The next morning, Azig has a surprise for both Neve and Lita, Mega Stones for Scrafty and Starmie, and we're ready to test those out in a battle. Except Lita doesn't have a Starmie, even though Waterstone is 5 feet away. What are we doing? At least Navi has Mega Scrafty, so we counter it with Mega Garchomp and crush him with a Brick Break. During a post-battle coffee break, a mate named Laban invites us to Hotel Richardson for a tournament. And since it's a fancy hotel, we get nice and dressed up. We meet the host, Jason, but we're immediately called away for 3 new rogue Mega Pokemon. But Jason literally follows us back to the hotel, which is a bit unsettling. Nevertheless, there's still Mega Rogue Pokemon to defeat. Mega Venusaur and Mega Frostlass are both annihilated by Mega Charizard's Fire Punches. And we shoot Mega Altaria out the sky with a Swords Dance boosted Gunk Shot, with Jason stalking us throughout each battle. We finally get ready to leave for the tournament, but suddenly there's a whole battle zone around the hotel. Labin and some hotel reps enter to battle us to submission so that we go to the tournament. Despite us getting ready to go to the tournament, they don't listen to reason. The hotel reps were light work, but Labin goes full feral mode, unleashing a rogue of dragon types, all leading up to her ace, Mega Dragalge. And let me say, I've been praying for times like this, folks. It looks beautiful. We counter a dragon with a dragon. Mega Feraligatr tanks Dragon Pulse and returns fire with Ice Fang to wrap this battle up. We explain ourselves and it's revealed that Jason is our next rank up opponent. We finally get to the tournament and it begins with some familiar faces. Our first opponent is Canary for the 3rd time, but we upgrade our team with Mega Garchomp, digging right through her team including Mega Electos. And she rages like a true gamer, I love to see it. Next is Ivor. Ampharos blindsides his team with Dazzling Gleam until Mega Flamelings appear once again. And it made a huge mistake, dropping its defense thanks to close combat, letting Roserade run up, hit it with Dazzling Gleam followed by a Giga Drain. Corbeau is our 3rd opponent. But he still wasn't ready for the power of Mega Garchomp that tears through his whole team. Our final opponents jazz in, but suddenly Zygarde and L interrupt the tournament, with it wanting another test, this time at 50%. But that 50% form couldn't stand up to Mega Feraligator's Liquidation and Ice Fang. Now, the real fight starts. Jazzin opens up with Carbring, which our new Victory Belt vaporizes with an Energy Ball. Mawile gets cooked by Charizard's Fire Punch, but then Aurora surprises us with a Freeze Dry, nearly knocking out Feraligator, but survives and smashes it through with a Liquidation. Gardevoir hits us with a Calm Mind boosted Mystical Fire, but once again Feraligator tanks it, returning with Liquidation and Aqua Jet. Mega Clefable tries to stall with Protect, but it uses this a moment too soon, allowing Mega Beedrill to boost up and destroy it with Poison Jab and Lunge, winning us another rank up. And as we celebrate, AZ watches over the tower, ominously, knowing soon that the city's going to face an unimaginable disaster. The next day, AZ warns us that the Prism Tower's energy is spiraling out of control, and only Mega Floette can stabilize it, specifically his Floette. Then we get a call from Vinny and his boss, Jet, the CEO of Quasartico Inc., and they explain the amount of danger that the city is in. You see, 5 years ago, the tower overflowed with Mega Energy, attracting Pokemon from all over Kalos and turning many of them into the rogue Megas we're fighting now. And if it happens again, both people and Pokemon in the city will be in some real danger. We ensure them that Team NZ will end all this chaos once and for all. And then we're off to another set of rogue Megas. Mega Tyranitar nearly wipes us out with these non-stop Stone Edges, but Mega Feraligator Liquidation finally knocks it down. Before we reach Mega Starmie, Felipe ambushes us with Mega Skarmory, only for Ampharos to zap it down with a single Thunderbolt. As a sign of goodwill, he gives Lita a Water Stone so that she can finally evolve her Staryu. After that, we face the funniest Mega of all time, Mega Starmie, aka Patrick Star. The Mega Ampharos zaps it out of existence. Then, the final rogue Mega is one of the coolest Megas I've seen, Mega Dragonite. At first, we were beating it up, we were dominating this, until it charges a massive Hyper Beam that absolutely nukes the whole battlefield, one-shotting us. Round 2, this time we don't let it charge at all and crush it quickly. After celebrating, we're told our next promotion opponent is someone named Grisham, but we have no idea what this person looks like. So we once again employ Detective Emma's help. Like always, she agrees, but only if we can beat her in a Pokemon battle. She unleashes Mega Malamar, twisting the battlefield with Psycho Cuts and Night Slashes, but Mega Feraligator was able to power through with an Outrage to end it. Emma sends us Professor Mabel's way, who reveals her past with Team Flare, and additionally reveals that Grisham was once a member. She points us to our usual coffee place, which actually was a front. Grisham is actually the leader of a new Team Flare Nouveau. But before we get to talk further, his right hand, Grizel, challenges us to a battle, unleashing Mega Pyroar. And despite us having a really good advantage with Mega Charizard X, it knew Earth Power, destroying him instantly. So Feraligator had to swap in and save the day with Liquidation. Grisham then guides us to an old abandoned Team Flare lab, beneath Lysander's old cafe, where we discover long ago AZ built the ultimate weapon. But not only that, he built a second machine hidden inside the Prism Tower. So when the ultimate weapon was activated 5 years ago back in Pokemon X and Y, the device in the Prism Tower also awakened, which has been causing a surge of Mega Energy and creating the rogue Mega Pokemon we're fighting now. We return to AZ, who tells us the only way to stop all this chaos is to reach A rank and prove that we're the strongest Mega Evolution user in Kalos. So we finally face Grisham for our final promotion match. Opening with Pangoro, Ampharos comes in and wipes it with a dazzling gleam. Pyroar comes out and gets buried by Garchomp's Earthquake. Tyranitar shreds Garchomp with an Ice Fang, but Victory Bell steps in and finishes it with an Energy Ball, with Malamar following the same way. Then Salamence arrives, nuking Ampharos with Drago Meteor, but Feraligator answers with an Ice Fang of its own. Finally, he sends out his ace, Mega Charizard, so we counter with Mega Feraligator. Right before Charizard can launch a Dragon Rush, we slam it with a massive outrage, ending this battle once and for all. We win, officially reaching A rank. But while we were celebrating, a massive explosion shakes the entire city. The prison tower is glowing once more, surging with unstable mega energy. And if it erupts, the whole city will be overrun by rogue megas. We rush AZ's Floette to the tower, but before we begin stabilizing anything, we have to determine the strongest Mega Evolution user. With only Tani and I in A rank, it's time for one last showdown. She starts off with a Meowstic setting up dual screen, but Ampharos is able to blast through its defenses and take it down. Goodra emerges into the field and we send out Garchomp, not knowing that it knew Blizzard, obliterating our Garchomp. Ampharos returns, finishing it with a dazzling gleam and a breaking swipe. Then this absolute Glacier Avalugg starts tanking Scoliped's hit, crushing Ampharos' Stone Edge, and only falls when Victory Bell lands a huge energy ball. Emboar gets erased by Mega Feraligator's Aqua Jet and liquidation attacks, and Manectric's arrival forces us to revive Garchomp just to earthquake it into the ground. Her final Pokemon is Mega Meganium, a grass and fairy, which is awful for Garchomp but perfect for Victory Bell, who floods the arena with a sludge wave to knock it out. With that victory, we're finally ready to end this chaos. However, that whole big battle we just did to show who's gonna be taking on this immeasurable challenge, yeah, Tani doesn't care about that and she steps in instead. She Mega Evolves Floette herself, and together they enter the Prism Tower to comment. And it works. For like 2 seconds. Then suddenly the entire tower mutates into a massive monster. Tani's safe, but rogue Mega Pokemon are spilling into the streets, attacking everything on sight. We fought off a pack of them, even though honestly it felt like I was the only one getting double teamed here. And after regrouping, every rival and ally we've ever met throughout our journey joins us for a full strategy meeting. Emma sends us to rendezvous with Elle and Zygarde, and as we sprint through each city's district, we meet allies at each stop to fend off rogue megas, break through barriers, and help us push forward to complete our mission. But the highlight is the Rust Citykit literally forming a human tower to help us climb a building. That's just amazing. We finally reach Elle and Zygarde, who it sends to its 100 complete form, and together we prepare to face Angie Floette. We start with Mega Ampharos shattering the massive flowers protecting it, while Zygarde battles the core body. Angie Floette blasts waves of Mega Energy across the arena, but each time Zygarde shields us from it. We start rotating through all of our Mega Evolutions to smash these flowers, which in turn gives Zygarde an opening to attack. Then finally it gathers enough power for Code Enforcer, obliterating Angie Floette. But just as things start calming down, the monster reawakens and charges a Light of Ruin powerful enough to erase Lumio City off the map. That's when the pebble we received from Zygarde earlier starts glowing, revealing its true form as a Mega Stone. We throw Zygarde the Mega Stone, and with our help it becomes Mega Zygarde, now armed with a colossal chest-mounted cannon. As Angie Floette fires Light of Ruin, Mega Zygarde unleashes its new move, Nael Light, immediately cancelling out the attack and saving the city. And with that victory, we finally reach the end of Pokemon Legends ZA. A massive, incredible return for Mega Evolution. Pure cinema. If you enjoyed this journey, let me know how your own adventure went. And stick around because the next huge Pokemon adventure starts with this video right here.